How's it going, guys? This is Rend.K and welcome to part 5 of The Legend of Zelda. Last time we went to that little dungeon just across the water, and now we just found a bunch of stuff. I found a new step ladder and we're continuing for more exploring. And you may notice that I have more rupees than I did previously. There is a reason for that. After recording the last part, I had a look back at the audio and the quality and noticed it lagged at a few bits, and then I got worried and thought I had to restart the last part. So I redid the dungeon again, but turns out all I had to do was simply convert it to an MP4, but still meant I had to go for the whole dungeon again. So that's why I have more rupees than usual, but we'll make mistakes. Just happy little accidents. Just like walking into these skewers here. There's actually a new place we can go to, actually, thanks to the step ladder. Should be up here. I think it's this next screen because I know it's a body of water we need to go over. And here we go. We can cross here now. Oh, get away from me. I still wonder how you kill those bee hats as well too, and that little Zola guy is really annoying me now. Up we go. Oh, there's a little cave up here. I wish we was inside here. We've got everything we need here, we're fine. And these guys won't leave me alone. Just like this guy. Ooh, I'm gonna run away. And what about you? Hey, what's that? Looks like some kind of bracelet or croissant. I don't want to deal anymore with these guys. Wonder if it does anything interesting. Maybe if we go up here, there's a lot of linos up here. I want to practice against fighting these guys because these guys are really threatening. I'm just glad they don't exist in dungeons. And oh, just pushed a giant snail. Well, a boulder, but you know what I meant. So yeah, that was the power bracelet picked up. We can use the push boulders and go inside. Take any route you want. So we discovered the secret passages. Think of them as like the warp zones from Super Mario Bros. Let's take the left one. And we're in a new area. So yeah, you can use that to fast travel to different areas, but assuming you know where the right path to take. And I don't know all of the right paths there to take down there, but you free to experiment as well too, and you can work out from there. I know at least one of them takes you to a very secluded spot of the map. So many Tektites here. I don't know if we will have time to do a dungeon today because there's actually a lot of stuff I like to collect. For example, I think there's a chance we can get the final upgrade of the sword here as well, if we, well, not if we, but if I remember where I have to go. But it's gonna be a good opportunity to collect rupees as well, because we're gonna need a lot of them for later on, not just for money but for the owls as well too. Confound it. What's down here? Buy medicine before you go. Let's just buy a red potion while we're at it. Well, it's not a red potion, but a second potion, but come on. I can't be the only one that calls it that. I'm getting lucky with these fairies actually. Too bad I keep losing health while using them. Stop right there. criminal scum. I think we can burn this bush. Yes, we can. It's a secret to everybody. A secret I shall keep. Also, that phrase, a secret to everybody, is a recurring theme of future Zelda games. There's at least one character in each game that will say that. At least most of them, for what I know. It's kind of like how it's kind of the Stan Lee cameos in the Marvel films. There's always at least one in every film, but don't know if how they'll continue that because due to his untimely passing. But on a more positive note, trying to work my way around here too. I found this is the Lost Woods actually, because I noticed the path tends to repeat itself a wee bit. Down we go. The Lost Woods is a kind of recurring theme in other games where there's essentially a forest that no matter what path, if you don't move in the right path, you end up finding yourself even back to where you started, or no clue where to go from here. Nah, there was nothing inside that. Guess I didn't test my luck right. Pay me and I'll talk. I'll put you down in the middle and go for 30. Go north, west, south, west to the Forest of Maze. Okay, so it's called the Forest of Maze in this one, not the Lost Woods. Guess that was like the northwest. No. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot what the path was. So northwest. And south, and then west. Hey! I'll just leave these guys here. You okay? I can fight you. But I would treat the Lionels kind of like Dark Nuts, except they're in the overworld and they can fire projectiles. But you still gotta be careful with them from here on. Ooh, there's a bunch of graves here, and that's that little ghostly figure is a Genie. You can take a couple of hits, whether you don't attack these graves, otherwise they will spawn another one and you can't do anything. But it's a cool trick you can do if you're careful, where you can tap a couple of these, keep an eye out on the first one, because you can't attack ones that are just been spawned, but if you go after the real one, something interesting will happen. All of them will get killed, all of them will die, and you can just go and take the loot. If I'm quick enough, come on. Oh, I didn't get all of them. Oh well. Nah, not that one. There has to be a reason for these grave sites here. Oh! Oh! What? Aww. Come on. Oh wait, I remember there was a... If you remember in the previous episode, there was actually another heart container we can get. You know, the one near where the plank of wood was, the one I desperately tried to reach, but to no avail. Oh my god. Ah, nuts. Yep, Lionels are brutal. But this could be actually a good thing, because we're not too far from the beach, so we can grab the heart container right away. Just getting harmed by that Lionel came in handy. We don't need to go through here, but I do like to collect these as well too. Another one other detail that I learned about this game as well is that originally this game was meant to have a futuristic setting, and instead of the Triforce, you had to collect these computer chips. And Link was still called Link, but his reason was because he serves as a link between the past and the future, as this game originally had time travel, but due to technical developments, it was quite difficult to do that. But fortunately, we'll later get games where time travel becomes a main feature in the game in Zelda, at least in two of the games that I know, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Both fantastic games though. Deflect that. Give me the heart. No, heart, not the heart, the fairy. You can go. Sometimes it takes a while to get used to the movements of this game because Link has kind of like tank control, so Link can't, because as you may have noticed, Link can't move when he uses his sword. And we've got another heart container. That was a bit odd there. Link didn't lift the heart container up in his hands, which I find a bit odd. I'm sure usually when Link walks up to someone and he raises up in his hands in the air. Okay, but if someone actually did that in real life, just anytime they grab something new, like where's a pencil or something from the shops, they just lift it up. And quickly go through up here. Confound these moblins. Oh yeah, I can deflect that while I'm moving forward actually. Some new things you learn every day when playing this. But another thing I kind of wanted to bring up of the last episode regarding Manji was, I guess we learned the elephant in the room, so it's the Manji symbol came out long before the symbol that was used during World War II by a certain group, which I won't say their names for due to the sensitivity of YouTube nowadays, but I do find it sad that that really affected this image thanks to the works of groups like them. I mean, for example, but does it make sense why I had to change? I mean, the Christianity cross they also took influence from another group that wear white hoods, but that didn't stop them from keeping the symbol the same. So why should it be the same for the Manji symbol? I don't know. I'm just rambling here. There's something very satisfying when collecting 5 rupees when you're not expecting it. I'm trying to remember the story of why they chose the name Zelda for the princess. The most I can think of is, well, I know it's named after Zelda Fitzgerald, who was F. Scott Fitzgerald's wife. I actually read one of F. Scott Fitzgerald's books for high school for a study of The Great Gatsby. Very good book, but I don't know if it adapts well in film because it's a book that heavily relies on symbolism, like the green light, etc. People know what I mean. You probably know what I mean if you read it intensely, but the amount of essays we had to write for that was just so dull. Alright, if you remember correctly, north, west, south, and west. Done. Just checking how much time we've recorded in there in case I'm not going for too long. Alright, hopefully this one container will be enough enough to... Oh, come on, I went to the wrong one. And hopefully this will be enough to get this heart container, the Master Sword. You know what I meant. Please, please, please. Yeah. This is the magical sword. It's the final upgrade of the sword. It does now it does triple the damage compared to the wooden sword. So I can make short work and future enemies later on. And let's test that right here. This is where I last died, so plan to get revenge. Look at that, one hit against those guys. We're really in for it now. Wait, is this the right dungeon? Is this... Oh, that's dungeon 6. I don't think we're ready for this dungeon yet. What I basically mentioned was that you can beat any dungeon in the right order, in any order. You don't have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. As long as you have the right equipment and items, there's nothing stopping you in going through the order, which was a feature they kind of stopped using in future games. Because now you have to go through this specific dungeon order, which kind of takes away the freedom of exploration in that game. And it took ages until they brought it back in the newer games. I think the newer, especially in Breath of the Wild, which you can go in any order, but they'll kind of hint at you what the right order is to go in. But apart from that, you can go for the freedom you want here in these games. I think we're too far up the map actually. Scottish Bridge. Oh, that was a nice dodge there. Nice and dodge. Oh, let's go in the waterfall. Pay me and I'll talk. Well, let's go for 20. Go up the mountain ahead. Whatever. Ow! Get away from me. Yeah, you can live to tell the tale. So as you may notice, the screen's starting to repeat, but if we go up, and up the mountain, like she says, we get this. This is the 5th dungeon now. I might end this episode here since we kind of took a long journey to get there, but I'll make up for it for the next episode with this next dungeon up ahead. But thank you very much for watching the episode. You take care and have a great day.